Hey, I'm Spencer with EnergeticCity.ca, and this is the Community Roundup, which is sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances, and I'm here with Colin Willeboordse.
Yeah.
Did it? There we go.
Awesome.
And yeah, he's an entrepreneur, and he's just trying to get his product started, but before we kind of get into the nitty-gritty of what the product is, I want to know a little bit more about you. So you work in oil and gas.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you do?
I work for Good Load Trucking
Okay.
as a tank truck driver, and just to kind of help me fund this and get started that way. Does that answer your question?
Absolutely it does, yeah. So you still work in that industry, so this isn't quite a full-time gig for you, but
No.
you are very passionate about it. So how long have you been in oil and gas?
For about 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
about 10 years.
how long have you been in Fort St. John?
About the same amount of time, 10 years.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was born here, and then parents moved down south, and then I eventually moved back. So,
Wicked.
yeah.
So, you know, I'm curious, you know, when you think oil and gas, you don't usually think skincare products.
No.
But what was the inspiration for you? What drove you there, if you don't mind the pun?
Yeah, no,
You're welcome.
Thank you. Well, I actually had my own skincare things, particularly in this weather, wearing my boots all the time.
Okay.
And I just would get like really itchy. I'd wake up in camp sometimes or at home on my days off and be scratching so hard in sleep that I'd get blood underneath my fingernails, and I was trying to find something to kind of alleviate that irritation, right? And so then I just did my homework and contacted a lab and ordered every single cream and every single essential oil that they had, and then put it together, and from there, that's how it got started, right?
Absolutely. So that flows into my next question. What kind of research goes into trying to find the right combination for these things to reduce irritation?
What I did was I went online and I just read a lot of medical journals, medical studies on specific essential oils, what they did, what the benefits were, what the science was behind it, and then obviously tested it on myself till I found something that worked. And then actually this whole business started off just me wanting to do it for myself, right? And then I let some of my friends and family members use it, and they liked it, and the rest is history, right?
That's excellent. So, you know, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but, you know, what's the process like from, you know, the idea to getting a tangible physical product?
It's a process. It's a lot bigger process than I originally thought. Because I got labeling, I got branding, I got ingredients. I need to find, because obviously I don't want to sell stuff that I make in my kitchen. So I found a professional chemist lab located in Ontario.
Okay.
And they put all the chemistry together for me. They let us sit, make sure all the pH levels are fine. Then run it through Health Canada and the FDA, and then so it's official.
Cool.
So.
So, you know, how long does that process usually take? Like, does it?
Like from pouring to coming here?
Yeah.
Well, it takes about from time that I order to the time I receive it, probably about a month, because they have to pour it. Then there's a week process where they let it sit. And make sure that everything's all the pH and everything's all okay, and then run through.
It's essentially marinating.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, if there's something wrong with it, then they correct it, right?
Okay.
And then make sure it comes to Canada Health standards, and if I'm sending it to the U.S., the FDA standards, and then before they release it, right? And they have to put a barcode and all sort of stuff, right?
Gotcha. And what is you know, you said you kind of gave it kind of what your main clientele is for this product?
Main clientele, well, I formulated it for myself, obviously, and I'm a male working in the oil patch. So I put a healthy dose of essential oil, and so I'm targeting the working, like male, female.
Yeah.
My kind of joke to people is I don't want pink flamingos or flying baby diapers or anything like that. Yeah, so the clientele would be anywhere between 20 and, I don't know, skin irritations are all the way up to 60, but yeah. Does that kind of answer? It's kind of a wide.
Absolutely, but you're more kind
wide
of gearing it
scope.
towards like, you know, the industry professional.
Yeah, the working class, if you got your foot in a boot and you're working, you got fungal, like athlete's foot, or bacterial itch from cellulite, or whatever the case. If you cut your hand and you need wound promoting properties, then I'm the guy, right? Also got a chaga cream, which is awesome for particularly this weather with chains and the mud that we have up here. It's phenomenal stuff.
Absolutely. So where can someone go if they want to learn a little bit more about your product?
Canhavetoday.ca has more information, and if you want to buy the product, Homestead Stickies Candy just took me on last week, and they're in the mall until for the Christmas push. JD Knives has me, and then I'm growing from there. Oh, and then you can also, if you're outside of Fort St. John area, I got an e-commerce website, so I'll ship it.
Try to drop that in the comment section below. I think that's about all the questions I have for you. Is there anything else you want to say? I guess I should probably ask you what's the company name?
Oh, yeah.
The basic one.
Yeah. Can Have Today.
Awesome.
So CanHavetOday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Awesome, Colin. Well, really great to hear about it. I now know so much here, but you never know.
Well, I mean, for writing, I mean, everybody goes outside and gets dry hands, right?
That's
so,
true.
I mean, it's pretty much for everybody, right?
There we go. All right. Well, I guess my problem's already solved. If you guys want to check it out, absolutely. It's great to meet a local entrepreneur, and I wish you all the best in the future.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Cheers.
All right. This has been the Community Roundup, which is sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances, and I'm Spencer with energeticcity.ca. Thank you so much.